Outsiders, hello, Tony from the Outsider channel here with you today. And have I got a chicken souvlaki of a vid for you today. It's new friggin' bike day again. I know, a lot of you guys are probably wondering why I'm having another new bike day, because I have a Jeffsy and my new bike day is also a Jeffsy. Quick explanation coming up right now. I had the Jeffsy Blaze, which was one of probably 100 or 150 made in the entire world. Super honored to have that bike. And I get tons of questions from you guys about my bikes, about what I'm riding, about my preferences every single week. So I talked to YT and we swapped that sucker out for a YT Jeffsy Core 4. It's inline, it's got Fox suspension, and that way you guys can ask me questions on a bike that's actually purchasable right now. Different suspension, different components. So that's what we're gonna go through today in today's video. We're gonna do a breakdown of what's on this bike, what did I do to it, and then we're gonna go for a first ride. And stay tuned, because the Jeffsy Blaze that I had, the one that I've been riding for the last couple of years, we're gonna do something special with that very soon. We're gonna do an auction style thing where we donate money to a local trail fund. I'm not sure how that's gonna work just yet. I gotta talk to YT, but that bike is sticking around for a little bit and one of you is gonna end up with it. So make sure to subscribe and stick around for that one, because that's gonna be coming up shortly in the next couple months. But for now, I'm gonna meet you on the other side. See you in a sec.
The YT Jeffsy Core 4 in Vlad Red, as they're calling it. And I gotta be honest with you, this was a showstopper for me when I saw it in person. It really comes to life and looks amazing when you see this sucker live. This latest version of the Jeffsy is sold as a carbon frame and is also available in an alloy option. Both versions feature 150mm of travel front and rear. YT's virtual 4-link and flip chip at the lower shock mount are also equipped on this frame. This chip makes it possible to adjust the geometry according to the terrain and riding style of your choice. YT offers 4 models of the Jeffsy, 3 builds in carbon and 1 option in alloy. This is the Core 4 model with the SRAM X01 Eagle drivetrain and Fox factory suspension. Fox takes care of controlling the 150mm of travel on both ends with their Grip 2 damped 36 float factory up front, paired to their DPX2 factory out back with Kashima coatings. I swapped out the DT Swiss stock wheels for a new pair of Crank Brothers Synthesis Enduro wheels, as they're a new channel sponsor, and I'm fully appreciative of that. Welcome, Crank Brothers. Wrapped with a pair of Maxxis tires, DHF 2.5 up front and DHR 2.4 in the back. As for the factory dropper, I swapped that out for a new Highline 7 Crank Brothers dropper post, topped off with YT's SDG Bel Air 3.0 saddle. Rounding out this rad package is a Renthal cockpit with a 50mm apex stem and a 780mm fat bar with 30mm rise. All right, let's see how this thing rides.
All right, we are at Sky Park on Sleigh Ride, Hero Dirt. New bike, wheels, tires, pedals, dropper, all of the things on one of my favorite trails, not only to ride, but I try to come here and ride this trail as a warm-up on every new bike I get. And it seems to be quite a bit in the last couple of years, thanks to YT. First ride on the Jeffsy in Vlad Red. Look at this dirt. It's beautiful right now. 60 degrees in the mountains here in SoCal, above the clouds. All right, we popped over to Lower Sleigh Ride. Love those little doubles here. In the summer, this is so loose, so nice right now. So much grip. All right, let's take it right here. Secret little spot. Maximize the DH descent on this run. Finish things off on a fast, quick, windy descent. All right, so you guys have come along with me now. It's been a little bit over an hour. I'm gonna turn off the camera and acclimate to my bike and get some Zen moments in, some appreciation stations on the trail by myself. I kind of need that every once in a while. But I figured I'd stop in the forest off Comet right now and give you guys a little bit of my impressions of the first ride on this bike while they're fresh in my head. Yeah, it's a Jeffsy. I'm coming from a Jeffsy. This bike doesn't feel completely different, but the components are definitely an upgrade. Without getting nitpicky, the biggest difference is the suspension. I'm coming off my RockShox suspension, which tended to feel a little stiff at times. Liked it, but now that I have something to compare it to, I would say Fox suspension is definitely more of my riding style. It's a little bit more playful. This suspension shock and fork, I would say, are upgrades as far as just component builds, and I definitely feel that, just aside from being nitpicky about RockShox or Fox. The wheels feel great. The Crank Brothers Enduro carbon wheels feel super plush. I definitely notice how light this bike feels, and I think that's not just saying because I'm riding my e-bike a lot and that bike's a lot heavier. I'm coming off of a Jeffsy that I rode a few times before this to acclimate to a regular trail bike, and I definitely feel like this bike is even lighter. Feels much more stable for some reason. Maybe it's just the new tires, pedals, and all the new things on there, but I'm definitely feeling like a little bit more of a confidence boost right now on these trails. Maybe I haven't been here in a while, but whatever. These are just the feelings that are coming off the top of my head, and whew, there we go. I just vomited up my first impressions to you guys. Hopefully it's helpful. If you have any questions about the Jeffsys in the line or any YT bikes, I've got 3 now, so hit me up below in the comments. I get to every single one of them. Stick around for new videos every week. Like, subscribe, it helps the channel, and hang out with me on Patreon. Monthly group rides, early video releases, product giveaways, and you get full access to an amazing community. That's all I got, guys. I'll see you next week.